Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that we all encounter in our lives: relationships. Relationships can lift us up, inspire us, and help us grow. But sometimes they can also weigh us down. And it's in those moments when our spirits are dimmed that we need to make a choice to leave them silently. Let's begin with the power of boundaries. We all have the right to define what is acceptable in our lives. Setting clear boundaries isn't just a necessity, it's a form of self-love. It empowers us to protect our emotional energy, allowing us to flourish rather than merely survive. Think about the relationships that have drained you, that have taken more than they have given. It's time to recognize that it's okay to let go. Letting go isn't about bitterness, it's about liberation. It's about choosing yourself and your peace of mind over the chaos that sometimes surrounds us. In the silence that follows, there lies an opportunity for introspection. Embrace that silence. It's in those quiet moments that we find clarity, a sanctuary where we can reconnect with our true selves. We often underestimate the gift of solitude. It's not loneliness, it's a chance to rediscover who we are, to dream, to plan, to heal. And as we create space in our lives, let's remember that it's not about the number of connections we have, but the quality of those connections. Focus on nurturing relationships that uplift and inspire you. Life is too precious to spend it with those who do not appreciate your light. Listen to your intuition. It's a powerful guide. When something feels off, pay attention. That inner voice is urging you to make a change, to step back and reassess. Trust it. Leaving someone silently doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to choose a different path. Every ending can be a new beginning. It's a chance to turn the page and write a new chapter in your life story. Let's embrace change. Life is a constant ebb and flow, and the relationships we have are part of that journey. As we let go of the ones that no longer serve us, we make room for new connections that align with our values and elevate our spirits. So I invite you all to reflect. If there's a relationship in your life that's causing you pain or confusion, consider the power of leaving them silently. It's a courageous step, but it's a necessary one for your growth, your happiness, and your peace. Setting boundaries is a vital aspect of maintaining healthy relationships. It's about understanding your limits and clearly communicating them to others. When you establish boundaries, you're essentially saying, this is what I need to feel safe and respected. It empowers you to create an environment where you can thrive rather than just survive. Boundaries can take many forms: emotional, physical, or even time-related. For example, emotionally, it might mean not engaging in conversations that drain you or make you feel small. Physically, it could involve needing personal space or time alone to recharge. Time-related boundaries can manifest as dedicating specific hours for yourself, free from external obligations or distractions. The beauty of boundaries is that they are not meant to isolate you, rather, they help you connect more authentically. When you communicate your needs, you invite others to understand you better. It creates a framework for mutual respect, where both parties are aware of what is acceptable and what isn't. This clarity reduces misunderstandings and resentment, fostering healthier interactions. Enforcing boundaries is an act of self-care. It shows that you value yourself enough to protect your well-being. Without boundaries, it's easy to slip into patterns of overcommitment, people-pleasing, or burnout. You might find yourself constantly bending to others' demands at the expense of your own needs, which can lead to frustration and exhaustion. Establishing boundaries might feel uncomfortable initially, especially if you're not used to asserting yourself, but with practice, it becomes easier. Start small, communicate a simple need, and observe the response. Often, you'll find that those who genuinely care about you will respect your boundaries and even appreciate your honesty. Remember, boundaries are not about building walls, they're about creating a safe space where love and respect can flourish. By setting clear limits, you allow for deeper connections rooted in understanding and acceptance. Ultimately, healthy boundaries can transform your relationships, enabling you to engage with others from a place of strength rather than depletion. Emotional energy is the essence of our interactions and the driving force behind how we feel in relationships. It encompasses our feelings, thoughts, and reactions, influencing our overall well-being. Recognizing how we invest this energy is crucial because it directly impacts our emotional health and our capacity to thrive. Every interaction we have consumes emotional energy, whether it's positive or negative. When we engage with people who uplift and inspire us, our emotional reserves increase, fostering a sense of joy and fulfillment. On the other hand, relationships that drain us, filled with negativity, criticism, or drama, deplete our energy and can lead to stress, anxiety, or even burnout. It's essential to evaluate where our emotional energy is going. Are you investing time and effort into relationships that reciprocate your love and support? Or are you pouring your heart into situations that leave you feeling empty and exhausted? This awareness allows us to make informed decisions about our connections. When we recognize that certain relationships are emotionally taxing, we can take steps to protect ourselves. Learning to manage emotional energy also involves being mindful of our responses. Sometimes we may find ourselves caught in cycles of negativity, reacting impulsively to others' emotions. Instead, we can choose to respond with intention. This means stepping back, assessing the situation, and determining how much emotional energy we're willing to invest. It's about finding balance and ensuring that our emotional contributions are met with appreciation and care. Creating boundaries around our emotional energy means knowing when to say no. This could involve declining invitations that feel draining or stepping away from conversations that lead to conflict. By prioritizing our emotional well-being, we make space for relationships that nurture and uplift us, allowing us to engage more fully with those who truly matter. Understanding and managing our emotional energy empowers us to foster healthier, more fulfilling connections. When we protect our energy, we cultivate an environment where positivity can flourish, enabling us to shine brightly and inspire those around us. By being intentional about where we invest our emotional resources, we can create a life filled with joy, connection, and resilience. Letting go is a profound act that often requires courage and introspection. It involves releasing attachments to relationships and situations or even feelings that no longer serve us. This process can be challenging, as it often means confronting emotions like grief, fear, or uncertainty. However, letting go is essential for personal growth and emotional well-being. When we hold on to relationships that are toxic or unfulfilling, we hinder our own progress. Clinging to the past can prevent us from embracing new opportunities and connections. Each relationship has its time and purpose, and recognizing when it's time to move on is crucial. It's about understanding that endings can be new beginnings in disguise. Letting go also requires us to acknowledge our emotions. It's normal to feel sadness, anger, or regret when ending a relationship, but those feelings can also serve as indicators of what we truly value. By processing these emotions, we gain clarity about our needs and desires. This self-awareness empowers us to make healthier choices moving forward. Another aspect of letting go is the necessity of forgiveness, both for others and ourselves. Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their behavior. Rather, it's about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden of resentment. Holding on to grudges can be incredibly draining, while forgiveness allows us to reclaim our emotional energy and move forward with grace. Letting go doesn't have to be a dramatic act. It can be a quiet internal decision made with intention and care. Sometimes it's about creating space physically or emotionally. This might involve decluttering your environment, minimizing contact, or even shifting your mindset. As we create this space, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and relationships that align better with our values. It's also important to recognize that letting go is a journey, not a destination. There may be moments of doubt or longing, but each step we take toward release brings us closer to our true selves. By embracing this process, we cultivate resilience and learn to trust in our ability to navigate life's changes. Letting go is an act of self-love. It signals to ourselves that we deserve to surround ourselves with people and situations that uplift and inspire us. By releasing what no longer serves us, we create room for growth, joy, and connection, allowing us to step into a brighter, more fulfilling future. Inner peace is a state of tranquility that comes from within, a profound sense of calm that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Achieving inner peace is not merely about avoiding chaos, it's about cultivating a deep sense of contentment, regardless of external circumstances. This journey often involves self-reflection, mindfulness, and the intentional choice to prioritize our mental and emotional well-being. To find inner peace, we must first become aware of the noise around us, both internal and external. The world can be overwhelming, filled with distractions, demands, and pressures that can easily cloud our minds. Recognizing this is the first step toward reclaiming our peace. It involves setting aside time for ourselves, creating moments of stillness amidst the busyness of life. This could mean engaging in meditation, practicing deep breathing, or simply taking a walk in nature. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in nurturing inner peace. By focusing on the present moment, we can alleviate worries about the past or future that often contribute to anxiety. Mindfulness encourages us to observe our thoughts without judgment, allowing us to understand and process our emotions. When we practice being present, we create a buffer against the stressors that can disrupt our peace, enabling us to respond to challenges with clarity rather than reactivity. Inner peace involves letting go of the need for control. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to control every outcome can lead to frustration and disappointment. Accepting that some things are beyond our control frees us from unnecessary stress. This acceptance doesn't mean we stop striving for our goals. Instead, it allows us to approach life with a sense of trust and openness, ready to adapt to whatever comes our way. Creating boundaries is also essential for maintaining inner peace. By recognizing what drains our energy and what uplifts us, we can make choices that protect our mental well-being. This might mean stepping away from toxic relationships, limiting exposure to negative news, or learning to say no to obligations that overwhelm us. When we prioritize our peace, we create an environment where we can thrive. Another important aspect is self-compassion. We often hold ourselves to high standards, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy when we fall short. By practicing self-compassion, we allow ourselves to be imperfect and embrace our humanity. This gentleness with ourselves fosters a more peaceful internal dialogue, reducing self-criticism and promoting a healthier self-image. Inner peace is about aligning our actions with our values. When we live authentically and make choices that resonate with our true selves, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment that naturally contributes to our peace. By focusing on what genuinely matters to us, we can navigate life with confidence and serenity, even amidst uncertainty. In this pursuit of inner peace, we become resilient, able to face challenges without being easily shaken. It's a journey worth embarking on, one that transforms not only our relationship with ourselves, but also with the world around us. As we nurture our inner peace, we create a ripple effect, inspiring those around us to seek their own tranquility. Self-respect is the foundation of a healthy relationship with ourselves and others. It encompasses recognizing our inherent worth and treating ourselves with kindness and dignity. When we cultivate self-respect, we establish a sense of value that guides our actions, choices, and interactions. At its core, self-respect involves setting standards for how we allow others to treat us. It means acknowledging that we deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and being willing to walk away from situations or relationships that compromise that dignity. This doesn't come from a place of arrogance. Rather, it stems from a deep understanding of our own needs and boundaries. Cultivating self-respect often begins with self-awareness. It requires us to take a step back and reflect on our beliefs about ourselves. Are we often critical, focusing on our perceived flaws, or do we celebrate our strengths and achievements? Engaging in this reflection helps us identify negative self-talk and replace it with a more compassionate inner dialogue. When we learn to speak to ourselves as we would to a dear friend, we foster a nurturing environment for growth. Self-respect empowers us to make choices aligned with our values. When we have a strong sense of self-worth, we're less likely to compromise our beliefs or engage in behaviors that go against our principles. This alignment creates a sense of authenticity that is both liberating and empowering. We learn to stand firm in our convictions, even in the face of pressure or negativity from others. Another essential aspect of self-respect is the practice of self-care. Taking time for ourselves, prioritizing our mental and physical health, and engaging in activities that bring us joy are all expressions of self-respect. By caring for ourselves, we send a powerful message that our well-being matters. This, in turn, enhances our ability to contribute positively to our relationships and communities. In relationships, self-respect is crucial for establishing mutual respect. When we honor ourselves, we create an environment where others feel compelled to do the same. It sets a precedent for healthy dynamics, where open communication and understanding can flourish. Conversely, when we lack self-respect, we may find ourselves in cycles of people-pleasing or tolerating behavior that undermines our worth. Self-respect also involves acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them without letting them define us. We all make missteps, but how we respond to those moments shapes our self-perception. Instead of dwelling on failure, we can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth. Embracing our imperfections while striving for improvement fosters resilience and a more profound respect for ourselves. Self-respect is a journey, not a destination. It requires continuous effort, reflection, and growth. As we nurture this relationship with ourselves, we become better equipped to navigate life's challenges and build meaningful connections with others. When we honor our own worth, we create a ripple effect, inspiring those around us to recognize and respect their own value as well. This transformative process not only enhances our lives, but contributes to a more compassionate and respectful world. The gift of solitude is a profound opportunity for self-discovery and reflection. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, taking time for ourselves allows us to connect with our innermost thoughts and feelings. Solitude offers a space where we can step away from the demands of daily life and truly listen to ourselves without the influence of others. Embracing solitude can lead to deeper self-awareness. When we're alone, we have the chance to reflect on our experiences, beliefs, and emotions. This introspection helps us clarify our values and priorities, allowing us to make decisions that align with who we truly are. It's a time to ask ourselves important questions. What do I want out of life? What brings me joy? What are my fears and aspirations? In solitude, we can explore these questions without external judgment. Solitude fosters creativity. Many artists, writers, and thinkers have found inspiration in moments of quiet. When we remove ourselves from the constant barrage of information and social interactions, our minds can wander freely, allowing new ideas and perspectives to emerge. This creative space is essential for innovation, problem solving, and personal expression. It encourages us to tap into our imagination and explore possibilities that we might overlook in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Solitude also provides a chance for emotional healing. It allows us to process feelings that we might have been too busy to acknowledge. In solitude, we can confront our emotions, be it sadness, anger, or joy, without the pressure to perform or react in a certain way. This emotional release is vital for our mental health and well-being. It enables us to let go of burdens and move forward with a clearer mind and heart. Solitude helps us develop resilience. By spending time alone, we learn to enjoy our own company and cultivate a sense of independence. This self-reliance is empowering. It reminds us that we can find contentment and fulfillment within ourselves, rather than seeking validation from others. It equips us to handle life's challenges with grace, knowing that we can navigate difficult times on our own. It's important to differentiate between solitude and loneliness. While solitude is a chosen state filled with purpose and intention, loneliness is often marked by feelings of isolation and longing for connection. Embracing solitude means actively seeking time for ourselves to recharge and reconnect, rather than feeling disconnected from the world. This intentional approach can transform our perspective on being alone, allowing us to view it as a gift rather than a burden. The gift of solitude invites us to slow down and be present with ourselves. It's a reminder that we don't always need to be surrounded by others to feel fulfilled. By honoring our need for solitude, we create space for personal growth, creativity, and emotional well-being. In this quiet sanctuary, we can truly become attuned to who we are and what we desire, emerging stronger and more centered as we engage with the world around us. Focusing on quality over quantity is a transformative mindset that can significantly enhance our relationships and overall well-being. In a society often obsessed with numbers, whether it's the number of friends, followers, or connections, we can easily overlook the importance of meaningful interactions. Prioritizing quality encourages us to seek deeper, more fulfilling connections that truly enrich our lives. When we concentrate on quality, we begin to appreciate the depth of our relationships rather than their superficial aspects. It's not about how many people we know, but how well we know them. A few close friends who understand us and support us can provide far more fulfillment than a large circle of acquaintances who don't truly connect with us. These deeper relationships foster trust, empathy, and genuine support, creating a solid foundation for emotional health. Quality relationships are also characterized by mutual respect and understanding. When we invest time and energy in meaningful connections, we create a safe space for open communication and vulnerability. This reciprocity strengthens bonds and allows for growth and healing. In these relationships, we can share our joys, fears, and challenges without fear of judgment, knowing that we have someone who truly cares. Prioritizing quality encourages us to be more selective about how we spend our time and energy. Instead of spreading ourselves thin across numerous interactions, we can focus on nurturing a few key relationships that bring us joy and fulfillment. This intentionality not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also allows us to invest in those connections more deeply. It creates opportunities for shared experiences and memories that contribute to a richer life. Embracing quality over quantity can lead to a more authentic self-expression. In meaningful relationships, we feel comfortable being our true selves, unencumbered by the need to impress or conform. This authenticity fosters an environment where we can grow, explore our passions, and pursue our dreams without fear of judgment. We can share our vulnerabilities and triumphs with those who truly appreciate us, deepening our connection and enhancing our sense of belonging. It's also essential to recognize that the quality of our relationships can influence our mental health. Studies have shown that meaningful social connections can reduce feelings of loneliness and anxiety, while superficial interactions may lead to isolation. By surrounding ourselves with people who genuinely support and uplift us, we cultivate an emotional safety net that enhances our resilience and overall happiness. Shifting our focus from quantity to quality transforms our approach to relationships. It encourages us to invest in those connections that truly matter, allowing us to cultivate a support system that nurtures our growth and well-being. In this way, we create a life rich in depth and meaning, filled with relationships that uplift and inspire us to be our best selves. By valuing quality, we open ourselves up to a more fulfilling and connected existence. Listening to your intuition is a powerful practice that can guide you through life's complexities. Often described as a gut feeling or an inner voice, intuition is that subtle, instinctive understanding that emerges from within. Tuning into this internal compass can lead to greater clarity and more aligned decisions, enhancing both our personal and relational well-being. When we cultivate the habit of listening to our intuition, we develop a deeper connection with ourselves. This connection requires us to quiet the external noise and distractions that often cloud our judgment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the opinions of others or the demands of society. By taking time to reflect and check in with ourselves, we can better discern what feels right for us personally. Intuition often draws from our past experiences, emotions, and subconscious knowledge. It serves as a synthesis of information that we may not consciously recognize. When we encounter a situation, our intuition can help us make sense of it quickly, often providing insights that rational thinking may overlook. This instinctual understanding can be particularly valuable in decision-making, whether in relationships, career choices, or personal challenges. Listening to our intuition also encourages self-trust. When we acknowledge and act on our gut feelings, we reinforce our ability to make sound judgments. This trust builds our confidence, allowing us to navigate life with a sense of assurance. Over time, as we observe the positive outcomes of following our intuition, we become more attuned to its messages and better equipped to respond to future situations. Intuition can help us identify relationships that are healthy and supportive versus those that are detrimental. Often our gut feelings alert us to red flags in interpersonal dynamics, feelings of discomfort, unease, or a sense that something is off. By paying attention to these signals, we can make more informed choices about the people we allow into our lives and the dynamics we engage in. Developing this intuition requires practice and patience. It's not always easy to distinguish between intuitive insights and fear or doubt. Creating space for mindfulness can enhance this process, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Techniques such as meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature can help quiet the mind and foster a clearer connection to our inner voice. Listening to our intuition means being open to what it tells us, even if it challenges our preconceived notions or societal expectations. Sometimes our intuition may guide us down unconventional paths, prompting us to make choices that feel right for us, even if they aren't widely accepted. Embracing this courage to follow our instincts can lead to a more authentic life, where we honor our true desires and aspirations. Listening to your intuition is a transformative practice that empowers you to navigate life with greater awareness and authenticity. By trusting this inner guidance, you cultivate a deeper relationship with yourself and those around you. In doing so, you enhance your ability to make decisions that align with your values and contribute to your overall happiness and fulfillment. Embracing your intuition invites a sense of peace and clarity into your life, helping you move forward with confidence and purpose. Embracing a new chapter in life signifies the willingness to let go of the past and welcome fresh opportunities and experiences. This transition can be both exciting and daunting, as it often involves stepping into the unknown. However, viewing a new chapter as a chance for growth can profoundly transform our perspective and approach to life. A new chapter often begins when we recognize that certain aspects of our lives no longer serve us. Whether it's a relationship, a job, or even a habit, acknowledging that it's time to move on can be liberating. This awareness allows us to release what weighs us down, making space for new possibilities. It's essential to embrace this release, not as a loss, but as a necessary step toward our personal evolution. When we enter a new chapter, we open ourselves up to exploration and discovery. This phase of life is often marked by curiosity and a sense of adventure. It invites us to try new things, meet new people, and engage with the world in fresh ways. Each experience brings with it lessons and insights that contribute to our growth. By adopting a mindset of exploration, we can find joy in the journey, even if the path is uncertain. A new chapter encourages us to reevaluate our goals and aspirations. As we evolve, our desires and priorities may shift. This is an opportunity to reflect on what truly matters to us and to set intentions that align with our current values. Whether it's pursuing a new career, developing a passion, or deepening our relationships, we can redefine our path based on our evolving sense of self. It's also important to acknowledge that embracing a new chapter may come with challenges. Change can be uncomfortable, and stepping out of our comfort zones requires courage. There may be moments of doubt or fear as we navigate this transition. However, these feelings are a natural part of growth. By leaning into discomfort and viewing it as a catalyst for transformation, we can build resilience and strengthen our ability to adapt to change. The support of others can play a significant role in this process. Sharing our intentions and experiences with trusted friends or family can provide encouragement and accountability. Surrounding ourselves with those who uplift and inspire us fosters a sense of community that can make the journey feel less isolating. Together, we can celebrate our successes and navigate challenges, creating a supportive environment for growth. As we embrace this new chapter, it's essential to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that transitions take time and that it's okay to feel a range of emotions along the way. Celebrate your progress no matter how small, and recognize that each step forward contributes to your overall journey. By treating ourselves with kindness during this process, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and acceptance. Viewing life as a series of chapters empowers us to see change as a natural part of the human experience. Each new chapter presents an opportunity for renewal, growth, and self-discovery. By embracing these transitions, we allow ourselves to evolve into the individuals we are meant to be, creating a life that is rich with meaning and fulfillment. A new chapter is not just an ending, but a beautiful beginning, filled with possibilities waiting to be explored. Embracing change is an essential aspect of personal growth and resilience. Life is inherently dynamic, filled with unexpected twists and turns that can challenge our comfort zones. Rather than resisting these changes, learning to welcome them can lead to profound transformation and new opportunities. At its core, embracing change involves cultivating a mindset of flexibility and openness. When we allow ourselves to be adaptable, we become better equipped to navigate the uncertainties that life presents. This adaptability encourages us to see change not as a threat, but as an invitation to explore new possibilities. By shifting our perspective, we can approach transitions with curiosity instead of fear, transforming potential obstacles into opportunities for growth. Change often pushes us to reevaluate our beliefs, habits, and goals. It compels us to assess what truly matters to us and what we want to achieve. In this process of reflection, we gain clarity about our values and aspirations. This newfound insight can lead us to make choices that align more closely with our authentic selves, fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment. By embracing change, we give ourselves the chance to evolve and redefine our paths based on our current desires and experiences. Embracing change helps us build resilience. When we confront challenges head-on, we develop coping mechanisms and strategies that enhance our ability to handle future uncertainties. Each time we navigate a transition successfully, we reinforce our confidence in our capacity to adapt. This resilience not only helps us during difficult times, but also empowers us to take risks and pursue our dreams with greater courage. It's also important to acknowledge that change can bring about feelings of discomfort or uncertainty. These emotions are a natural response to leaving familiar territory. However, by accepting these feelings and allowing ourselves to experience them, we can move through them more effectively. This acceptance fosters emotional growth and encourages us to trust in our ability to find our footing amid uncertainty. Another key aspect of embracing change is recognizing the potential for growth in relationships. As we evolve, so do our connections with others. Some relationships may deepen, while others may fade away. By being open to these shifts, we create space for new, meaningful connections that align with our current selves. Engaging with individuals who inspire and support us can enhance our journey and enrich our lives. Embracing change also invites creativity into our lives. When we break free from routine and habitual ways of thinking, we open ourselves to new ideas and experiences. This creative energy can lead to innovative solutions, fresh perspectives, and unexpected opportunities. By welcoming change, we foster an environment where our creativity can flourish, enabling us to approach challenges with an inventive spirit. Embracing change is about recognizing that it is a fundamental part of the human experience. By allowing ourselves to lean into transitions, we cultivate a life that is rich with possibility and growth. Every change offers an opportunity to learn more about ourselves and the world around us, paving the way for deeper understanding and connection. As we learn to embrace change, we can navigate life's journey with grace, resilience, and an open heart, transforming each moment into a chance for renewal and exploration. In conclusion, embracing the various themes we've explored, be it the gift of solitude, listening to your intuition, or embracing change, offers us profound pathways to enrich our lives. Each of these elements invites us to cultivate deeper connections with ourselves and others, fostering a sense of authenticity and purpose. By prioritizing quality over quantity in our relationships and nurturing self-respect, we create a supportive environment that encourages growth and resilience. As we move forward, let us remember that life is a series of chapters, each presenting new opportunities for exploration and self-discovery. Embracing these changes allows us to evolve, adapt, and ultimately thrive. So let us step into our lives with open hearts and minds, ready to embrace the beauty of each moment, trusting our inner guidance and celebrating the journey ahead. Thank you.